not right. You said 9:30 and I said, oh, do you reckon we should go earlier? Yep, 9 o'clock.
I did the same with the women. They probably come in and came. We were about to take coming out of it. So, I haven't looked at it. But you got the free movies. Good luck to that. Just with the guys, so that's where our semis will go. So we'll bring you over there. We'll have security guys, so they start already. So we'll get them from over there. With that, make sure aware, no to those guys, and they're there to put them. Okay? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, yeah. They're just spectators and stuff like that. They can make their negatives and numbers and stuff like that. Thanks, guys. Cheers. Good luck, yeah? Yeah, thanks a lot. Ha ha!
the umpires from Patrick's Football Club and Lilydale Football Club to form up on the ground for the national anthem and the coin toss.
Go, Jose! Jose!
I'd like to call forward NTFA Director and Light Member Colin Burns for the coin toss. Could we have forward the captain for each club, please, to join the umpires and Colin Burns for the coin toss. Lilydale have won the toss and are kicking to the northern end. Today we are meeting on the traditional lands of the Stony Creek Nation on the banks of the Karnaluka. The NTFA acknowledge with deep respect the traditional owners of this land, the Palawa people, paying respect to elders past, present and emerging, and to the significant contribution the Palawa people have made to our great game.
And we welcome you to our live stream of the first of the grand finals today in the NTFA Division 1 competition. Grand final days here at last. It's Windsor Park, of course, as you can probably see from the pictures, those of you familiar with the grounds around the Launceston area. And the park isn't in bad condition. It's been worse. I've seen it worse. A little bit muddy through the centre corridor, but not too bad for a good game of football after yesterday's rain. And we have Lilydale and St Pat's, the two teams, taking up the cudgel in this grand final. About to get underway. We've had the national anthem, the officials leaving the ground, the umpires are out there in readiness to get underway, and we can tell you the umpiring crew for the day. We've got in the reserves grand final, the field umpires will be Ed Wilson, Lucas Cairns and Gary Bass. Boundary umpires Jacob Anderson, Riley McHenry, Will Blair and Dylan Bird. And in the goals, Nathan Knowles and Ethan Tudor. Players just making their way to their positions. Lilydale have won the toss and will kick to the Northern or Lagana into the ground, and going, of course, to the city end will be St Pat's. 3 umpire system, of course, in the middle today. And, pardon me, St Pat's finished on top of the reserves ladder, having won 14 games for the year and not lost a game. Lilydale finished in 3rd position. And now everything's in readiness to get underway in the grand final. Umpire Gary Bass with ball in hand. Now this, of course, is the first time that we've seen many of these players in action for the year, so we may get some names wrong, but I'm sure you people watching the live stream can identify anyway. Lilydale first into attack. Down towards centre half forward. Ball comes to the ground. Leading in the race for the ball there. Lilydale pick it up, look to feed it off. Oh, good smother there on the kick. Ball bobbling around on the 50-metre arc. Tackle, was it a bit low? In fact, it was a bit high. So it'll be a St Pat's free kick. They play on around that half-back flank. Out towards the coach's box area, and it's a big Lilydale mark out there. He'll bring it back inside 50. High drop punt. Pack 4 comes over the back of the pack. No one can gather the ball clearly, and it rolls out over the line for a throw in. Great to see the sunshine. Boundary umpire about to do his work. Throws it a little short. Pack move forward towards it, close to the boundary line once again. Struggled out of there. Lilydale struggled it forward, and it's out of bounds. No, there's a bit of an altercation here on the ball disposal. And the umpire right onto that. And it'll be a St Pat's free kick. Way over there in front of the bar. Fair crowd in early in the day here at Windsor Park as well. Good crowd. No score on the scoreboard at the moment. Ball's been played on that far side of the ground on that outer wing. Now St Pat's get it forward. Was that a push in the back? I think it might have been. Yes, it was. Gary Bass says so. Getting up to take the free kick there for St Pat's is another whistle. Just setting the mark. Goes for the short one into the pocket. Comes off the hands there of the St Pat's player number 57 in Dylan Bales, and will have a boundary throw in. The usual hands up nomination thing, which is extremely annoying. Ball loose on the ground once again. No one can gain possession. Now St Pat's doing, struggle it forward there. I think that was Joel Bean with that kick forward. Marked in the last line of defence by Lilydale. They'll transfer it for the first time around this riverside of the ground. Driven back in, and the mark taken there for St Pat's by James Langley, the vice-captain of St Pat's. He plays on. Gets that a little bit of extra distance and oomph into his kick. Drives it right down towards the square. Defensive punch away. Rolls out over the boundary line, and there'll be another boundary throw in. Back settle themselves again. St Pat's, of course, captained by Tom Everett. I don't know whether it means that Lilydale hasn't actually got a captain, but there's no captain named in their team list, so they're all captains for Lilydale. Ball just outside the centre square into Lilydale's attack. Kick off the ground. Here's a Lilydale man on his own. Can he pick it up? Oh, he's run straight over the top of it there. That was an event. Now the ball's loose once again. They've still got a chance. No one can handle the ball cleanly. Ground doesn't look that wet, but obviously it is. A little spongy underfoot. The pack develops and we'll have a ball up. Midway between the goal face and the 50-metre arc. Lilydale deep into attack. Ruckman fly, no one can get a kick out of that. Scrambly ball, and it's a push, and it's going to be a Lilydale free kick. First shot on goal coming up for Lilydale. And this is through the agency of Lee Smith. Comes in, short run up, long kick, and I think he has missed. So, first score in the reserve grade grand final to Lilydale. They lead by a point. St Pat's bring the ball back into play quickly, get it outside 50, holds up in the breeze, and mark taken there by Shepherd for Lilydale. Looks his options, decides to put it out in front of goal. No one can take the mark, comes to ground, quick handball, shot on goal, missed again. So the second score in the game, both for Lilydale, they lead by 2 points. Kick in again. Mark there comfortably on the chest by James Roberts. He comes wide, finds a teammate there who spilt the mark. That was Harper. Now Lilydale have another chance to go forward. They pick it up. That was Asprey. He's dragged to the ground, and another ball up will take place. So quite an amount of play in this first term in Lilydale's attacking 50. Tossed high in the air. Big men position themselves, comes down to ground again. No one can gain it clearly. That's going to be a holding the ball decision against the St Pat's defender, and it'll be a free kick to be taken by Lilydale. First one nice and close to goal for them. And the recipient of the free kick is Matthew Dingen. So Dingen about to come in and have a shot at goal for their first major. And he's got it. So, first goal in the grand final to Lilydale. They're the only scorers thus far in the game. They lead 1-2-8, and St Pat's yet to get on the board. Not a free-flowing game early in the piece. A lot of grand finals have not, of course. It's a pretty nervous time for all involved in the first quarter. The ruckman line up again in the centre. In there doing the ruck work for St Pat's was Jared Worker. Ball to ground. No one can take clean possession. Once again, it bobbles around. Pack forms, and there'll be another ball up just outside the centre circle. An appropriate name for a ruckman, Worker. So once again, he puts his hand up. He'll do battle this time against Curtis Tuck. Ball comes forward once again, outside the centre square, bouncing towards the 50-metre arc. Inside it comes. Loose ball on the ground, picked up by Lilydale. They snap it in towards full forward. No one can once again pick it up. Bit of an awkward bounce here at Windsor Park, which is kind of known for a bit, Windsor Park. It can jump around all over the place, the footy. And we'll have a boundary throw in. Midway between the 50 and the goal face again. In it comes. Oh, taken out of the air there for Lilydale by Event. And his shot goes through for a minor score. Big man, Kevin Event. Familiar name for North Launceston in the State League comp, of course. Kick out comes in, marked by St Pat's. They play on immediately and bring it towards this broadcast wing. That's on the river side of the ground. No one can take clean possession again. Was he held without it? No. Play goes on. Picked up this time, however, by Tuck. Tuck goes forward. Spilt mark there for St Pat's by Donnelly. Ball running free once again. Kicked off the ground, and the mark's taken this time by Barwick. Barwick goes inboard a little. Finds a teammate there in Harper. Harper looking for his options. Can't see much on offer. Now he goes more towards the wing. Oh, plenty of Lilydale players there outnumbering St Pat's 4-1. The whistle has gone and it's going to be a Lilydale free kick, taking a little bit of time to get up. It was a high tackle, said the umpire. Player rubbing his head ceremoniously there, and now he'll go back and take the kick. Tyson Watts, ball in hand, looks so he's going to get backwards. Takes it to the back 50. That'll give him some space to move, or will it? He's making hard work of it. Finally gets around his opponent. Now comes back to where it came from, basically. Ball dropping short. St Pat's dropped the mark. Now the chain of handballs comes out to Collins, and Collins pushed out over the boundary line. Throw in to take place, centre wing. I hope that helicopter's not coming here to dry the ground. Throw in, nice one by the boundary umpire over the back of the pack. Lilydale first onto that loose ball. Kick it forward, inside 50 just. Ball fell off the chest there of the Lilydale player. Going past, looking for the handball was the goal kicker, Dingeon, but he didn't get the hand pass. Wasn't handled clearly by his teammate, so we'll have another ball up. Thrown high in the air. Ruckman didn't judge it well. And almost at their feet before they could actually tap it. And we'll do it all again. Just looking for the time clock here, but I can't see the time clock on the board. So we've been going a little while. Probably 15 minutes or so, almost, yes. If it was a 9:30 start, it's now 9:42. So quick hands, over the top go Lilydale once again, off one step, kicks it down towards full forward, and there's going to be a free kick to the big man holding his position in the front of the pack, and this is Kevin Event, and he'll line up at the top of the goal square almost, man on the mark, probably 5 metres out from the top of the goal square, and he'll line up to put through Lilydale's second goal in this first term. St Pat's have only been forward a couple of times. Lilydale have had most of the play thus far, and he doesn't miss. Second goal on the board for Lilydale, and they move on to 2-4-16. Moving away from St Pat's a little bit now in this first term, who are still yet to get on the scoreboard. Boundary umpires relaying the ball back to the centre. Umpires checking their 666 rule as they do. And umpire Ed Wilson will throw the ball up in the centre to get the game underway again. The big men fly. Totally misjudged by the St Pat's man, and here go Lilydale forward again in this first term, and he's marked it again, the big man coming out from full forward on the lead. Kevin Event. He's right in front of goal. He's probably got a 30-metre kick. Man on the mark. Oh, he's dragged it a little bit to the right. The goal umpire loses his hat. And another minor score to Lilydale. So it's all Lilydale in this first term. Reminding you that St Patrick's finished on top of the ladder, having not been beaten in the roster season, with 14 wins. They did have a draw in their 15-game season. Pack developing. Umpire will call for the ball. We've got a little bit of breeze, as you can hear in our effects mic from outside. A little bit of a breeze blowing here at Windsor Park, which is not unusual. Ball comes out here in front of the commentary position. The race is on. Boundary line will win. We'll have another throw in right in front of us. Ruckman nominate. Boundary umpire does his work. High in the air. Now St Pat's go by hand. Knocked away in the tackle. Umpire allows play to go on. Pack developing. He'll have to ball this up surely. No, it's still on the move. Good umpiring. Allowed the ball to keep moving. Leading in the race for the ball there for St Patrick's was Joby Sadler. He plays on. Goes towards the centre square. Umpire collects one. A little bit slow getting out of the way there, the umpire. Now the kick's out towards the wing area once again. Players doing battle on the ground. And as you can probably see in our pictures, ground starting to chop up a little already in this first game. 3 games here today in the NTFA Division 1 Grand Final, and then 2 State League games tomorrow. So I reckon come the end of tonight, the ground surface won't be looking as smooth as it does in most places in your picture at the moment. So we'll have another boundary throw in centre wing. Can St Patrick's get the ball forward and get themselves on the scoreboard in this first term? No one can win clean possession. The umpire having a good look at it. Ball loose, still moving. Umpire lets the game go on as he should. That was high. And the St Pat's player there in Catterall will take the free kick. Wanting a 50-metre penalty. He's been called to play on. As long as the player's leaving the area, that's okay. And that's what the player was doing, so no 50-metre penalty. Lilydale pick it up and force it forward through Hawes. Ball down on the ground again. Quick kick out of that pack. Forward it goes inside 50 for Lilydale. Once again, Event doing battle down there. Picked up by his opponent for St Pat's in tidy. It was a bit of an untidy kick. Now, Lilydale with another shot on goal here, and it's going to drift across the goal face and through for a minor score. 2-6, 18. Leads Zip. Lilydale with all the play on their forward line in this first term. Over the back it comes, drops down forward, picked up there for Lilydale and pushed forward by a man that we don't have in our program, number 54 I think it was. He doesn't appear in my team list. So he's Mr. Anonymous for the moment. Boundary throw in taking place once again in that forward pocket. Lilydale deep into attack. Over the back it comes. Lilydale player loses his feet there in Asbury. Ball still bobbling around on the ground, still alive. Oh, good handball out of the pack, keeping the ball alive once again. Lilydale in their attacking zone. Not going far, however, and now the umpire says it's locked up, boys. Give it to me. This is Ed Wilson. Throws the ball in the air. Event, one of the goal kickers, gets the ball to ground. Trying to bake his way through the pack there was Dwyer. Lilydale still in possession. Down on knees, can't get the ball clear. Now they've got a shot at goal through number 34, and it's going to be, is it 15? Yes, it is 15. Looked a little short to me, but I'm not the man that counts. So once again, we've got Kevin Event having a shot on goal from that close proximity to the goal line. Walks in off one step and puts his second one on the board for the quarter. Lilydale, another major on the board. Moved to 3-6-24. So they're building a handsome lead here in the first quarter. The Lilydale boys. Reserves Grand Final in Division 1 of NTFA football for 2021. Great day, lovely blue sky here at Windsor Park at the moment. Few clouds to the back of us. Over the river, ball bobbling around on the ground again. Over on the far side of the ground this time. We had a fair percentage of the play here in front of us for a while. Now St Pat's are trying to work the ball forward. Oh, good smother there by Lilydale, and they'll come away with it out of defence once again. Kick it well into the centre square, to the backside of the centre square in fact. St Pat's there take possession. drive it forward to the centre circle. No one can take clean possession. Heavy bump in there. Once again, the ball's in dispute on the ground. This time it'll be picked up for St Pat's by Arkless. He goes into the centre circle. No one can handle the ball cleanly at the moment. Lilydale are playing great defensive football. Kicked out there by Langley, the vice-captain for St Pat's. Another quick kick out of the pack by Tatnall. Out towards half-forward flank. Can they make something of this and get a score on the board? Oh, there was a chance, I thought, but he was tackled to the ground just as he got his kick. Lilydale working hard in defence. Get it outside 50 again. No one can take the clean ball, except the umpire, Gary Bass, will come in and do so. We thank Damien Jones from the NTFA. He's just brought us up to date with those numbers that we were missing. And the number 54 man we were looking for was Connor Tuck. So he's been identified now. He's no longer the mystery man, and there's been a free kick here paid to St Pat's, and getting up to take the kick is Aidan Collins. Runs to the side of his mark, called to play on. Deep into the pocket. Oh, spilt the mark. Could have hung on to that one, I would have thought. Ball on the ground once again in dispute. No one can gain clean possession. Lilydale pick it up, tackled immediately. Ball still on the ground. Now St Pat's have a snap on goal. Play on's the call. Ball smothered off the boot. No one going anywhere in a hurry. And the result will, no, it won't. It comes out again. They're good at keeping the ball on the move, these two teams. They try to get it out of the pack. Lilydale with the work to do in defence at the moment, close to the boundary line, and we'll have a boundary throw-in. Probably the third or fourth occasion that St Pat's have been this close to goal in this first quarter. Still yet to get on the scoreboard, however. High in the air it goes. Right out in front of the St Patrick's goal. Can they make something of this? No. It'll be a Lilydale free kick in that last line of defence, and now a 50-metre penalty. So Lilydale play on from the 50-metre penalty, take it forward towards their 50. He wasn't really ready for that, but it hit him over the back of the pack. Took the mark. Now he's quickly on with it. Falls in front of the big man event at full forward. That time he couldn't control it. In the pocket, and the siren goes at 9:53, which if it started at 9:30 makes it a 23-minute quarter. Not too sure if that'll be right, but anyway, that's what the magical time clock says. So at a quarter time in the reserves grand final here, Division 1 NTFA grand final day, and we'll cross for the goal kickers in a moment, but the scoreline at the moment at a quarter time, St Pat's failed to score. Lilydale 3-6-24, leading St Patrick's 0, and the goal kickers for the first quarter.
Yeah, thanks Terry. So Kevin Avent scored 2 and Matthew Dingen the 1, and no scores yet for St Patrick's.
Thank you very much. So we'll break now for a short time, and we'll be back to bring you the second quarter. So everybody getting ready for our second quarter here in the grand finale. Lucas Cairns will do the honours in the centre circle this time. In fact, my apologies, it's Ed Wilson. The thin man, up she goes, high in the air. Ball comes down to ground. There's an infringement there on the throw up, and it's going to be taken for St Pat's. And they'll come forward into attack from the centre bounce or the centre thrower. If they come to 50, and the mark's taken there for Lilydale by Tyson Watt. Tyson Watts it is. Kicks it back towards the wing. No one can get clean possession. Langley, the vice captain, had the handball. Streaking away with the ball there for Lilydale is Denman. Denman deep in towards centre half forward. And there's been a push, and a free kick will go to St Pat's on that 50-metre line. In defence for St Pat's, they bring it back towards centre wing once again. No one can take the mark there. It came off the hands of Grantham. Back it goes down towards the Lilydale forward line, and a strong mark there. Taken by the big man for Lilydale. That was Smith. Ball heading out towards the forward pocket. St Pat's will bring it out of defence once again. Get it towards the centre square. Lilydale taking it back into attack, and the mark taken out there right on the 50-metre line on the road side of the ground, highway side of the ground perhaps we should say. Into the forward pocket it goes. No one can win clean possession. Ball on the ground. The big man Event picks it up, snaps it over his shoulder. Where will it end up? Comes bouncing out. Here goes Lilydale into attack again. Oh, good smother there. Picked up for Lilydale. Quick snap on goal. Across the face of goal, was it? Yes, right across the face of goal, in fact, and out of bounds in the forward pocket. So, St Patrick's needed up the northern end of the ground badly. They trail at the moment by 24 points, yet to get on the scoreboard. There's a snap on goal, marked in the last line of defence, plays on quickly. St Pat's bringing it out of defence. That's the way, a nice long kick out towards centre wing. The race is on. And St Pat's first to the ball, can't handle it cleanly, but they've got it forward. That's the main thing, out to that roadside centre wing in front of the interchange box, and we'll await the throw in out there once again. Big men to do battle there. Ben Arkless for St Pat's will take this throw in. Ball falls a little short from the little boundary umpire on that side of the ground. Close to the boundary line again, and take two. So it's Arkless in there to do battle with Bailey for St Pat's. Slow pack again. Big ground here for these players, and a heavy ground, not giving them much in the legs, taking a lot out of their legs. So I reckon by the last quarter we'll see some tired boys. That's holding the ball, and the free kick will go to St Pat's. Drive it inside 50. Everyone slips on the surface. Lilydale trying to get it out. Quick hands. Get it back towards the centre square. There's that odd bouncing ball here at Windsor Park. Now Lilydale have got a chance to do something with it. Almost slipped over there. Tyson Watts. It's going to land in the centre circle. No one can take the mark. Probably should have done. There's been some spilt marks early in this game. High flyer there from the back, couldn't take the ball. Comes down where it's kicked out of there by Connor Tuck, the man that we didn't have a name for early. And it's heading towards the boundary line again, out there in front of the interchange area. The Lilydale coach's box, and another boundary throw in. So it's Arkless to do battle with Bailey once again. Ball comes in, the two big men fly, comes down to ground. Once again, no one with clean possession. High, says the umpire, and going back to take the free kick there for Lilydale. And not much going on in this game at the moment. St Pat's still trying to get on the scoreboard. Over the back of the pack it comes. Kicking it off the ground there was Callum Albright. One of the number changes in the program for Lilydale. Big leap, no one can bring the ball down to ground. It comes and trickles out over the boundary line for another boundary throw-in. So it's a bit of a stalemate out there on that road side of the ground at the moment. No score since quarter time. Harkless gets the ball down. St Pat's come inside 50 this time, and it'll be a defensive mark once again to Lilydale there to thwart that attack. So they've held up pretty well in defence, Lilydale, in these first two quarters so far. Each time that St Pat's have tried to get the ball forward, they've been able to turn it around and take it back out. Whistle on play there, push in the back, and it'll be a Lilydale free kick. The heavily tattooed man there. Now a short kick out here in front of us, and the mark's taken by Connor Tutt. Tutt looking for his options. Decides to play it down the wing. Being held there, I think. Yes, and will take the free kick. Asprey. And now there's a 50-metre penalty. The man on the mark moved. And he's going to take himself off for that indiscretion. That's Luke Donnelly heading for the interchange area. And Lilydale, through the agency of Asprey, get the 50-metre penalty. They transfer it right across the other side of the ground, hits his teammate on the chest, and he'll go back and line up for goal. Josh Hawes it is. No, it's Cade Dwyer, sorry. The bald-headed Cade Dwyer comes in, that familiar kicking style of Dwyer, puts it through for a minor score. So that's the first score in this second term. St Pat's with the kick in. It's a nice long kick in too. He can roost the ball a bit, that boy, for St Pat's. Out towards centre wing. Comes out of the pack. St Pat's need to get this loose ball and drive it forward once again. They can't, however. Lilydale take the ball backwards by hand. Kicked out of there for them by Dean. Mark taken. Lilydale quickly on with play. Down towards the front of goal it goes. Bouncing ball. Who's going to lead in the race? Lilydale quickly pick it up. He falls over. And now he'll be pinged for holding the ball. Forward we come. Mark taken there for St Patrick's by Hayes. Hayes will try to keep it in the centre corridor, I think. Southeast breeze we've discovered here at Windsor Park this morning, and that's a push. Free kick to be taken by Sean Event, another Event. There's events everywhere out there for Lilydale. One Event has kicked 2 goals. That's, we'd say, probably his brother. Sean getting that free kick. Now it's back towards the attacking end of the centre square for Lilydale. Bit of a stalemate develops on the ground, and umpire Lucas Cairns will call for the ball to toss it in the air. High in the air it goes. Ruckman stand on the ground and swipe at the ball. Comes down to no one's advantage at the moment. Was that high? No. Umpire having a good look at it, and we'll have another ball up. 3-7-25 to Lilydale. No score to St Pat's. Division 1 reserve grade grand final for 2021 in the NTFA. Tackled, got the ball away. No one can get clean possession. Lilydale finally do. Knocked away on the tackle. Umpire says play on. Picked up there for Lilydale by Dingeon. So we've got 2 Dingeons out there too. It's a bit of a family affair at Lilydale. Now St Pat's have a chance to take it forward. Can they get this loose ball? No, Lilydale coming out of defence, backing themselves in. Grabbing the ball, taking it wide to that far side of the ground, and not too sure what happened there, but anyway, it's going to be a Lilydale kick. We go inside 50 once again on the highway side of the ground, and that's a strong mark. Stood his ground. Now he plays on quickly, runs into an open goal, doesn't quite get it accurate enough, through for another minor score. So Lilydale doing all the attacking here in both quarters so far. I think St Pat's have had it inside their 50 in this term, might have had it inside once. Oh, spilt what he should have taken there, the St Pat's player. Lilydale around the ball everywhere. And now it's going to be a high tackle, and St Pat's will come away with the free kick. To be taken there for them. I think it was Nathan Hayes. Down to centre wing it goes. Now they've got a chance to take it forward when he gets the ball back. Now he's got the ball in hand. He's been called to play on. Thus he does. There's that big raking kick again. Inside 50. Little man grabs it quickly, spears it forward. No one can take the mark. Lilydale trying to get it away. Umpire says you handballed it. And this time Lilydale take the mark through the agency there of Tuck, Curtis Tuck. So we've got a Curtis Tuck and a Connor Tuck. Yet another family affair in the Lilydale side. They take it forward and the mark taken there for them. They quickly play on the left foot, drive it down to full forward, and there's another mark. Right in front, and a goal. Too sure who that was. Dwyer again. Speedy Dwyer is put through. Another major for the Lilydale side. And that moves them on to 4-8-32. Can we get to half time with a scoreless St Patrick's? They would be hoping not. Sean Barry, the coach of St Pat's, would be scratching his head at the moment, wondering what he can do with his side to get on the scoreboard. Tap taken there by Curtis Tuck. Whistle on play, holding the man, and the free kick will go to St Pat's. Right in that centre circle. Goes to the roadside again. Leading in the race for the ball out there, Sadler. Boundary line will win the race, I think. And give the boundary umpire some more work to do. One of those annoying things in the game these days where we have to wait for the nominated ruckman to get to the contest. Still having something to do with umpiring. I know what I'd be doing with it if I was on the umpiring committee of rule makers. The rule says there's only got to be 2 up for the contest. Doesn't matter which 2. If anyone else goes up for the contest, well, it's a free kick, isn't it? Simple. Get on with the game. Don't hold it up waiting for the ruckman to allow the rest of their players to get set around the ground. Right, I've had me rage about that. On with the footy. St Pat's coming towards 50. This time they've taken the mark. He'll play on quickly for St Patrick's there. That was Roberts. Roberts goes down to the front of goal. Oh, he couldn't quite get the read on the ball there. Now they've got a chance. Loose. Lilydale standing up in defence. Take it back outside 50, but it's going to come back in. Mark taken there by Sadler, I think it was. He goes forward towards half forward. But once again, Lilydale stand up firm in defence. Crowd call for the free kick. The umpire calls for the ball up. And that's what we'll have on that 50-metre arc. St Pat's into attack. Now, there's going to be a free kick there, I think. Yes, it is. It's going to go to Lilydale. Crowd giving umpire Wilson some advice over there, so there's a bit of a lull in play at the moment. Injured player being attended to. Game gets back underway. No one can take the mark. Here comes St Pat's around the outside, driving the ball in towards the goal. This time, can they make something of it? Was he pushed in the back? I think he was. And umpire Bass says, here's a chance for you boys. And now is he going to get a 50-metre penalty? He is. So that'll take him right to the face of goal. And he walks in and just dribbles it through. So, finally, first score on the board for St Pat's, Andrew Scollier. It was number 6. So, finally in the second quarter, we've got a goal on the board to St Pat's. So they've broken the ice. They trail, however, 4-8 Lilydale, 32. St Pat's, 1 goal straight for 6, courtesy of a bit of a silly 50-metre penalty. Back in the centre of the ground to get underway once again. High in the air it goes. Coming through and knocking it to the ground, Lilydale. Can they, St Pat's, come forward and get another score on the board? Make their score look a little better. Players fall to the ground. Umpire Cairn says, give it to me. He'll throw it up just about midpoint there on that side of the centre square. Pushing it down for Lilydale once again. As you can hear the wind getting a little stronger. That was Curtis Tuck pushing it down. Pack develops. No one can win clean possession. Umpire having a good look and finally deciding to ball it up once again. We've still got the sunshine here at Windsor Park. Wind getting a little stronger, which will be good to dry the ground out, if nothing else. Weather Bureau forecasting a maximum of 15 degrees for the day, which with a bit of wind will be handy. See some of the patches on the ground starting to show a drier colour about them now. And another ball up will take place midway between the arc and the edge of the centre square. Lilydale into attack. Tuck in there to do the ruck battling again with number 33 for St Pat's, Bailey. They've been going at it all day so far in the ruck. Another pack develops as the boys get tighter and tighter. We head towards half-time in the Division 1 Reserve Grade Grand Final.
18 minutes gone, Terry.
18?
Yep.
Thank you. 18 minutes gone. Got my own personal timekeeper here now, which is great because it's not seeming to come up on the scoreboard anymore. Not that it ever did in this game. So St Pat's now defending there towards centre wing. The race is on. 2-man race over there. No one can win the ball. Here's a chance for St Pat's. Ball didn't bounce up for him. Picked up, however, there for them by Roberts. Roberts wheels around, takes it forward inside 50. Ball to ground once again. No one can gain clean possession, but the ball stays alive. Snap on goal. Out of bounds. So that's not a bad result. It's going to be thrown in that forward pocket. If St Pat's can win possession out of here and get a quick snap on goal, who knows? Looking for their second score in the game. Ruckman in there to do battle once again. Tuck and Bailey. Ball comes to ground. No clear winner out of that contest. And I think we're going to have another ball up here. We are. Right in front of goal for St Pat's. Whistle on play there. And it'll be a St Patrick's free kick. And the big man has got it, Langley, the vice-captain. So, can the vice-captain put 6 points on the board for his team? In he comes. 45-degree angle, kicking towards the Lagana end of the ground, and he makes no mistake. So, St Pat's on the comeback trail. 4-8, 32 Lilydale. St Patrick's 2 goals straight, 12. And we're at the
20-minute mark, Terry, almost 21.
Thank you very much. So we wait for the field umpire to throw the ball in the air in the centre circle. There she goes, high in the air, very high in the air. St Pat's win the tap down through Bailey. Then a push in the back, high tackle, whichever way you want it. Went to the man on the outside of the pack. He's got a lead coming forward out of defence. Gets a good bounce, takes it cleanly, pushes it in towards 50. Loose ball, St Pat's still with possession. The very busy James Roberts gets another kick, pushed out of bounds, but the kick allows the ball to stay in play in the forward pocket, and now it's bundled out over the boundary line. Boundary umpire, nice high throw in. St Pat's pick it up, snap on goal by number 17 Nathan Hayes, and a minor score. So that's the mystery. 20 minutes. 20-minute quarters or 22?
22 flat, Terry.
22-minute quarters. We couldn't find the length of the quarters. No one could tell us. But we've just worked it out as 22-minute quarters. Half-time score for you is Lilydale 4-8-32, St Patrick's 2-1-13, and the goal kickers for the game to half-time are...
For Lilydale, 2 goals to Kevin Event, both in the first quarter, and Matthew Dingen, and Cade Dwyer has also got 1. Single goal kickers for St Pat's, Andrew Scollier and James Langley. So in that quarter, the Lilydale team scored 1 goal, 2 to St Pat's 2 goals, 1.
And that takes us to the half-time break here at Windsor Park in Division 1 Grand Final Day. And we'll come back for you shortly after the break.
face it this way?
You probably can. Yeah, you probably can. Just, that's the only issue we have. Just obviously with catering to bumpers.
Yeah.
But here wouldn't be an issue.
So what? So you can't have it just here.
Just don't get one.
Plus we're going to get highlights. Very good.
Welcome back to our coverage coming to you from Windsor Park here in Launceston of NTFA. Division 1 Grand Final day. We are halfway through the first match of the day. The Reserves Grand Final between Lilydale and St Pat's as the siren rings out to get the third quarter underway. Lilydale 4-8-32, leading St Pat's 2-1-13, and St Patrick straight away into attack. So they'll be hoping to get a score on the board early and put some pressure on Lilydale. Here's a chance for them to mark in the centre square. They can't. So Lilydale will come away with the ball out of defence, run it through the centre circle almost, inside 50. Good defensive mark by St Pat's, already looking better in this third term, attacking the ball with a bit more zest than they did in the first half. And now the umpire's called for a ball up from some 60 metres away. He's still getting there. He's arrived. So, umpire Lucas Cairns will toss the ball in the air to get the game restarted. The big men fly. Ball comes to ground. No one can win clean possession. All of a sudden it's forced into the Lilydale forward line. Here he is, that Dwyer man again, I think, having a flying shot for goal. This time he's off target. Kicked the goal in the second quarter, did Cade Dwyer for his side at the city end of the ground. Now St Pat's relieve it out of defence. Back to the 50 they go. Over on the highway side of the ground, no one can win clean possession. They tap it on. Now they've linked up beautifully, St Pat's, and they drive it towards centre wing. And a lovely one-handed mark taken there by Lilydale in the centre square. So they'll look to get it back into their attacking zone. High kick. St Patrick's player getting rid of his opponent there, puts it into the centre square. Another drop mark. St Pat's have had plenty of those today. In fact, both teams have had plenty of drop marks taken there for Lilydale by Hawes. He struggles the ball out towards the 50-metre arc. Oh, high tackle there, I thought. Umpire says yes. I seen it before him, but then again, I was in a bit better position than him. So the free kick will be taken for St Pat's. They streak through the centre of the ground. That was Arkless. Arkless gives it in turn to his teammate there in Bales. Bales go down toward the half-forward flank. Ball close to the boundary line. It's kept in play. Lilydale player tackled and taken out of bounds. Oh, free kick, says the umpire, for holding the ball. And that was a good tackle there by Bales. Wins the free kick, then slips over as he kicks it. So the ground surface still pretty shiny. They haven't marked the surface as much as I thought they might have, though, in that first half. Because as we said earlier, this ground's got to come up for 2 more State League games tomorrow after another 2 here this afternoon, giving it 5 games in the space of 2 days. Plenty of rain yesterday in Launceston, and a ball up's called there, just inside 50. St Pat's into attack. No score since half-time. 4-8-32 leads 2-1-13 in Lilydale's favour. Ball struggled forward once again for St Pat's. Pack developing there. Players getting shoved left, right and centre. Quick step on goal across the face of goal and out of bounds on the other side. I think that was Aidan Collins. So the relieving free kick for the out of bounds on the full goes to Lilydale. They go short. Find the leading player there. Takes the mark. Still inside the defensive 50. He'll transfer play around that roadside of the ground. Mark taken there in the pack to St Patrick's. He'll go wider still. Mark dropped, but he's going to be paid the free kick. A bit of an arm chop there, and that's Harper. Harper brings the ball inboard out in front of goal. No clean possession for anyone. St Pat's by hand, get it out there to Langley, the vice-captain. Down towards the scoring zone it goes, but Lilydale by a hand, bring it out. Strong mark taken over there. Long kick down towards the interchange area and comes over the back of the pack, and the mark's taken there for Lilydale by Dwyer. Dwyer gets it forward. Plays taller than he looks, does Kay Dwyer. He can take the big mark. You can hear the wind having some effect in our mic now. The breeze tending to get up. They say it's a south-southeasterly. If it's coming from the south outside, I reckon it might be a bit chilly. So St Pat's playing that ball around that far side of the ground again. We don't want it over there, boys. We want it over here. So they bring it slightly inboard, and that mark's taken there by Dwyer once again. He's quickly on with play, as he always does. Gets it inside 50. No one can take the mark. Here's a chance for Lilydale. Running into an open goal, and he makes no mistake. And he was number 32 for Lilydale. That's Tyson Watts. He gets his first goal in the game. That moves the scoreline along to 5-8. Lilydale 38, leading St Pat's at 2-1-13. And Dave, how many minutes gone?
Well, Terry, I just noticed they've got the time clock going. Look at that, 6 minutes.
Oh, look at that. There you go. Good boys. We've changed the daytime to the match time. Good. 6:15. So ball back in the centre of the ground for the restart. St Pat's will be wanting to answer that and not let Lilydale get away from them like they did in the first quarter. Taken there for them by Sadler. Sadler's been busy for St Pat's, particularly in that second quarter. Ball right down to the forward line. No one can take the mark. Ball on the ground. Umpire having a close look at it, and he'll call for the ball up. There it goes, high in the air. Ball brought to the ground. Here's was that a trip? Yes, it was. And that will mean St Patrick's a free kick right down there in front of goal, and it's going to be taken for them by, I'll tell you in a minute. In he comes. Takes his shot at goal on the left foot, and it's through for a major. And it was Nathan Hayes, the bearded Nathan Hayes. Thank you, Dave. So that's the answering goal for St Pat's. That's the one that they wanted. They didn't want Lilydale to get another one and get further away. That keeps them in touch. 5-8-38 leads 3-1-19. And we've travelled almost 8 minutes in this third term. This time it's umpire Ed Wilson. Throw the ball in the centre and get the game restarted. The two big ruckmen do battle once again. That's Curtis Tuck versus Bailey. St Pat's ball still in the centre square. Comes out now. Caught holding the ball surely. Yes, he is. And that's going to be a Lilydale free kick. Pinned one arm, spun him around. And he'll take the free kick quickly by hand. He gets it away. That was Dingham, one of the first quarter goal kickers. And I think that might have been, too sure it might have been someone getting the pats on the back. and it was Lee Smith. Lee Smith getting another goal on the board for Lilydale, 6-8-44. St Patrick's 3-1 and 19. So it's raining goals in this third quarter, just over the 9-minute mark. And as the ground gets drier, the players handling the ball a little bit better than they were in that first half. Play transferring much quicker from end to end. Toss up in the centre and the two men do battle again. Comes down, everyone falls over inside the circle, and we'll have another ball up. Ruckman indicate that they'll do battle again. Play on's the call from the umpire Wilson, and another ball up will take place. Spoke too soon. Game packed up again momentarily. Crowd calling for a free kick. Ball still alive and going. St Patrick's through the agency there of Bailey. Kick it forward. Here they go forward inside 50. Down towards the goal square. The Lilydale defence once again stands firm. Get it out to a loose man in the centre. Off he goes. Says he's going to kick it long. He does. Just outside the centre square. They fly. No one can take the mark. Taken away there from Donnelly by the Lilydale attackers. Takes one high, does the St Pat's player. Umpire says play on. Now they came out. Here goes that speedy man through the centre again in Arkless. Down towards half forward, but the defence of Lilydale stand firm. Transfer it out where the mark's taken by Event. Taking his time to get rid of it. Now he finds a teammate further on here in Tyson Watts. Watts kicks it towards centre wing. Over the back, the mark's taken there by Bailey. He quickly plays on and straight down the throat of the Lilydale defender. He brings it out and the mark's going to be taken there by Tuck. Tuckers is the call. He goes with a nice looking drop punt kick. Forward to a pack of players. Out the back it comes where it's picked up there by Ginge, it was, I think, and he's put it forward and the mark's been taken right out in front of goal for Lilydale. And he's going to have a set shot on goal. Right in front, in he comes, shoots and misses to the roadside, and that was Cam Bailey. Sorry, no, it wasn't Cam Bailey, it was Drew Bardenhagen. Get the columns right to it. Ball coming out of defence. Mark taken right on the 50 there for St Pat's by Barwick. He comes wider still and finds his teammate there in Roberts. Roberts goes further down the wing. Oh, nice strong mark in front of the pack there by Brenton Cook. He wheels onto his right-hand side. Kicks it down towards half forward. Getting rid of his opponent nicely there and taking the mark was Sadler, the busy Sadler. Goes to the forward pocket, half forward flank area. Lilydale pick the ball up, drive it back into the centre square. Bouncing ball onto the chest it goes there of Tatnall. Tatnall runs, looks for his teammate on the 50, can't find him, he overran the ball. Lilydale's kick smothered in defence, must be close to the boundary line there. Boundary umpire having a close look at it. Field umpire says, give it to me, we're going nowhere there, boys, and there'll be a ball up on that far side of the ground from our broadcast position, roadside in actual fact, of Windsor Park. Still drenched in sunshine. We've had sunshine all morning here at Windsor Park. Just what the ground needs, just what the players need. We didn't want a sloshy old day like we had yesterday. So conditions pretty good here at Windsor Park considering. Lilydale trying to rush the ball out of defence. Umpire calls play on. Quick hands by St Pat's. They struggle it inside 50 once again. There's a whistle on play. It's going to be a push and it's going to be a free kick to St Pat's. And it's the man that kicked the goal not long ago, Andrew Scollier. Number 6 for St Pat's. So he's deep in the pocket on the road side of the ground, kicking towards the city end of the ground. Didn't take much of a run up. Squeezed his kick a little to our right hand side as you view it on your television screens and or your computer screens, whatever you happen to be watching us on, or your phone, in fact, I suppose, nowadays. As Lilydale bring the ball back towards centre wing. Oh, a hard clash there. Down went the St Pat's player in Sadler. Picked up there for St Pat's by Bailey. Whistle on play, high. There's been a lot of high tackles paid in this game. And away he goes, does Arkless. Doesn't get around his opponent on that occasion, however, but the ball goes forward a little. Now St Pat's with quick hands. Oh, fell over at the wrong time of the day there, did Bailey. The pack developed. Scrambly old play going on there inside 50 at the moment. Oh, quick little player there for St Pat's. Picks the ball up, drives it towards the scoring area, but a little to the left-hand side and out of bounds on the full. So the relieving kick to be taken by Lilydale. 15 minutes into this third term. St Pat's giving them plenty of curry. Play on his call into an open goal, and he squeezed it through. Dave, who was that?
It was Dylan Reid, the number 53.
Number 53, Dylan Reid. It was indeed. So, a handy one for the St Pat's side in this grand final here, Division 1 Reserves Grand Final. Brings them a little bit closer on the scoreboard. Lilydale 6-9-45, leading St Pat's 4-2-26 as we approach the 16-minute mark of this third quarter. So, a 19-point ball game. Lilydale trying to get that ball into attack. Strong tackle there. Players go to the ground. And umpire Gary Bass, which is actually Lucas Cairns. Picks the ball up, throws it high in the air. Ball knocked out in the tackle. Loose on the ground. Another ball up to take place. Big men fly again. Late whistle, but correct, I think. Lilydale player caught holding the ball. Good tackle. So St Pat's relieve the ball out towards centre wing. No one can take clean possession. Kick off the ground, allowed to go on. Now a pack develop, and we'll have a ball up. There's not been much anger in the game so far. Ball thrown high in the air. Heard the call from the umpire, play it on. Players go to the ground once again. Handing the ball back to the umpire there was Will Vandenberg. 28 in there for St Patrick's doing battle. Was tidy in the ruck contest. Now the ball's loose on the ground once again. Can someone please win clean possession? No. So we'll have another ball up. Just inside the 50-metre arc. Heading towards the Lilydale goal. Comes down out of that ruck contest there.
Terry, I've got another score I've just been given to me. So at Deloraine, half-time in the under-18s, Bridge North 3 to South Launceston 26 at half-time.
Thanks, Dave. Dave keeping us up to date there with the score line from that game taking place at Deloraine. And that's for a spot in next week's Premier League Grand Final.
That's correct. They play Longford the winner of that one.
Play Longford, righty ho. Off hands in the immediate Lilydale scoring area. No one can take lead possession. Here's a chance for them. Quick snap on goal by Shepherd, and goal umpire takes a slip and a slide, and a minor score. So, ball kicked back into play. St Pat's retaining possession. Kick it into the centre square. Oh, nice mark holding his front position there for St Pat's was Harper. Harper hasn't been their worst player for the game. Ball towards centre wing, and a 50-metre penalty will take place there. I don't know if the man on mark was actually told to stand still, but he jumped sideways, and now the resultant free kick goes further down the ground. 50-metre penalty, and that's Brenton Cook with the footy in his hand, I think. So he's well and truly within kicking distance of goal. Another one here to St Pat's would be handy. They're trailed by 20 points at the moment at the 20-minute mark of this third quarter. So a very handy goal here if he can kick it straight. In he comes, gives it plenty of air, but he's dragged it to the roadside of the ground, through for a minor score. So St Pat's move on to 4-3-27. Trailing Lilydale, who are 6-10-46. 20 and a half minutes gone in the quarter. Long kick comes out towards centre wing. The race is on. Who can pick it up? Crowd call ball. Not too sure what for. I didn't think there was anything wrong with that. Kicked off the ground there for Lilydale by Denman. St Pat's will get the ball here through the agency of Collins. He delivers it inside to his teammate there in Catterall. Catterall continues on down the ground. He in turn finds his teammate there in Bales. Bales looking for his options, and he hasn't got many. Goes to the forward pocket. Can he mark? Yes, he can. So here's a chance right at the end of the quarter, and it's that man again, Scollier. So Andrew Scollier playing a much improved third quarter. He looks to square it up, and he does. He'll play on, take the shot at goal, and he makes no mistake, and that's the big number 8, Brenton Cook. He puts one through for St Pat's, does Brenton Cook, and that's the one they were looking for. That moves them on to 5-3-33, trailing Lilydale 6-10-46, almost to the 22-minute mark of this third term, and St Pat's are well and truly back in the contest. So, three-quarter time siren, Lilydale 6-10-46, leading St Patrick's 5-3-33, and Dave Moore with the goal kickers.
Yes, Terry, so only multiple goal kicker in the game so far is Kevin Event, who kicked 2 both in the first quarter. Singles for Lilydale to Lee Smith, Matthew Dingen, Tyson Watts and Cade Dwyer. And for the Saints, single goal kickers, Andrew Scollier, Brenton Cook, Nathan Hayes, James Langley and Dylan Reid. In that quarter, Lilydale kicked 2 goals to, St Pat's kicked 3 goals to.
Thanks, Dave. So we're at the three-quarter time break, and we'll be back following the break to bring you what might be an exciting final term. So, people vacating the ground, the coaches, etc., of course. None of the general public allowed on the ground in these times of COVID. Old Colin COVID, he's doing his work worldwide still. Certainly changed the world. Now, so the final term about to get underway here at Windsor Park. Umpire holds the ball aloft. 13 points the difference in the ball game. Can St Pat's continue their comeback? Ball high in the air, knocked down to ground. Lilydale overrun the footy. St Pat's pick it up, handball. Comes out in the direction. That's a good smother by the St Pat's player. They've been much more desperate since half time. St Patrick's tried to get the kick away, couldn't. Ball's held up there in the pack. Players retaining their feet, and the umpire calls for the ball up. Jack Hulse there for Lilydale, keeping his feet when tackled. Ruckman continue to do their battle, and caught holding the ball this time. Lilydale Ruckman in Curtis Tuck. He's rucked tirelessly all day. So, St Pat's get inside 50. Ball knocked away, close to the boundary line, out over the boundary line, and we'll have a boundary throw in. 22 minutes of footy remaining for the reserves in the Division 1 Grand Final. Sun still shining here at Windsor Park. We've had a game of sunshine. Nice little breeze, as you can hear in our effects microphone. That's a high tackle. And getting up to take the free kick for Lilydale will be Tyrrell Bingen. Down here in front of our broadcast position. Mark's going to be paid to St Patrick's. Taken for them there by Vandenberg. Standing the mark for Lilydale there was Jai Asprey. And the ball's out of bounds once again. Midway between the 50-metre arc and the behind post here at the Lagana end, the northern end of Windsor Park, on the riverside of the ground. Ball comes to ground, no clear winner. Taken high there was the St Pat's player, but players allowed to go on. Now streaking away with the footy there for Lilydale. Getting it to centre wing, races on. No one can cleanly handle the ball. Going down to it and picking it up for St Pat's and kicking it out of there was Arkless. Ball out in front of the Launceston Football Club change rooms out there. Wheels around. Brings it back in front of goal. And that's a nice defensive mark taken for the Demons. Oh, we can hear the wind getting up outside now in the microphone. Bit of a breeze rustling around in the treetops here. Ball out on that highway side of the ground. Tackle to the ground, and we'll have a ball up. Umpire Gary Bass. Now he's going to award free kick, is he? Yes, he is. Going to be a free kick to St Pat's. Inside 50 they come. Big leap. Wasn't a well-judged leap, however. Punched away out of the pack there by Dwyer. Quick step on goal, and I'll tell you what, he's put that through. We'll pick him up for you in a moment and tell you who it was. I think it was number 42, was it? Adrian Collins. Adrian Collins was the man. Fourth quarter goal. Now the cat's among the pigeons here at Windsor Park in the reserve grand final. That moves St Patrick's on to 6-3, 39. They trail Lilydale 6-10, 46. And the quarter clock shows 25 minutes and 50 seconds, but that's not right. Got to rely on Dave here. 4 minutes gone. 4 minutes gone in the fourth quarter. Tossed up. Down the ground it comes. We're back to a 7-point ball game. St Patrick's with possession again, evading the tackle there. James Roberts has played well for St Pat's. Ball going forward into the centre square, and a good defensive mark taken there by Hawes. Hawes for Lilydale, puts it out to that roadside. No one can take the mark out there. A timely bump at the right time just as the ball landed. Umpire says that's okay, plays on. Lilydale drive it inside. No one can take the mark, but there's going to be a free kick here to Lilydale, and it's going to be taken for them. Man getting up off the ground, ready to take the free kick, is a number 5 for Lilydale, Cade Dwyer. So in he comes. Has a long shot at goal and misses to the right-hand side. So, 6-10, 46, plays 6-11, 47, plays 6-3, 39. Scoreboard catching up with the score there. So 8 points the difference. So Pats need 2 goals to hit the front for the first time in the game. Ball on centre wing. Nothing much happening away over there on the roadside of the ground. Now it comes forward to the back of the 50. Picking it up and handballing it away there. Well, Lilydale, here comes St Pat's again, though. They sneak it inside, and the mark has been taken there for them by Cook. On with play he goes. Right down into the goal square. Can they mark it? Man, I couldn't handle it. Gets a second chance. And in the goal square, very loose, and it's forced finally through for a minor score. Goal umpire Ethan Tudor down there. All the St Pat's boys down there providing support for their team. Kick-out's taken there for Lilydale by Dingen. He brings it to centre wing. That's a nice mark. Lewis Shepherd taking his time. Heavy legs, getting a bit of cramp. I can remember when Tony Webb used to do that in the goal square. Ball down towards half-forward plate, knocked away by St Pat's, close to the boundary line. Can they keep it in? Yes, they can. The big man there, Curtis Tuck, bent down, picked it up, drives it forward. Was that high? No, said the umpire. Having a close look at it, and he'll call for the ball up half-forward flank just inside 50. Lilydale into attack. 11 minutes gone in the term, halfway through the final quarter. Lilydale holding a 7-point break, 40-47. In Lilydale's favour, they drive it in towards the forward pocket. Pack fly off the hands of the Pack, running into an open goal, making no mistake. We'll pick him up for you in a minute. I think it might have been
Brent Hammersley.
Rick Hammersley, was it?
Brent Hammersley, yep, number 15.
Hammersley, number 15. It was putting it through. So, Lucks of fortune, ball fell off the Pack. Man was in the right place at the right time. No one between him and the goal line. Strolled in, tapped it through.
Now, Chad, the time clock's gone back to the 24-hour clock, so we've been playing about 8 minutes in the last quarter. 13 points of difference.
Thank you, Dave. So hopefully by the time that you call the senior game, Dave, they'll have worked the time clock out for him. Ball up again, near the centre circle. Umpire Cairns throws it very high in the air. Ball to ground, no one taking clean possession. Sneaking around the corner there was Lilydale, but the kick smothered. Ball in dispute. Coming out the back of the Pack. Here they go forward again. This time through the agency of the speedy Denman it was, putting the ball down towards the front 50. The race is on. Can the St Pat's player get to it? Yes, he can. Can he get out of trouble with it? Yes, he can. Gets it to his teammate, brings it back towards the 50, and it's going to fall into the arms of a Lilydale player there. And he plays on quickly with it into the forward pocket, and a good defensive mark taken down there by the St Pat's man. Ball brings it across in front of goal. This could be dangerous. Loose ball. No one can handle it cleanly. Tapped out of there. And a stalemate develops, and we'll have another ball up. So So everyone getting tired, everyone getting desperate, scoreboard getting closer. 7-11 plays 6-4. No one can pick the ball up before it rolls over the line. Cade Dwyer couldn't get to it. So, another boundary throw in. Deep in the Lilydale attacking area. Big throw in, almost went over the back of the pack by the little boundary umpire. He had his cornflakes this morning. And we'll have a ball up. Just inside 50. No decisive tap out. Ball to the ground. Locked up in there. Struggled out. Thumped out of the defence by St Pat's. Overrun the footy. Now they get it. Quick hands. Gets it out of the pack. Here's a chance for them to go forward. Lilydale are in the van here, however, to pick it up. Can they pick it up through the agency of, I think it might be Denman out there. Anyway, the ball's been forced out over the boundary line for a throw in. Midway between centre wing, half forward flank. Probably more towards the centre wing. Highway side of the ground. There's the throw in. Once again, Curtis Tuck in there doing battle for Lilydale. Hasn't been out of the ruck all day, the big fella. He's covered the ground well. Comes back to centre wing, pushed forward again. And St Patrick's take the mark. They try to square it up to get it out of defence. Didn't quite make its target. Was that a push in the back? No, the umpire lets play go on. They're all over the shop here at the minute. Everyone desperately trying to get their hands on the footy. St Pat's desperately need to get the score on the board. Ball thrown up. Tuck gets the tap away. St Pat's get the kick away. Adjacent to the centre circle. Once again the ball locked up on the ground. We'll have another ball up.
.5 minutes gone, Terry.
So we're halfway through the final term. Halfway through this final quarter. Gary Bass keeping a quick eye on things there. And down it goes, and the mark's taken for Lilydale by Hammersley. Hammersley a goal kicker in this fourth term. His teammate can't take the mark, however. St Pat's link up by hand, drive it out towards centre wing. Quick transference of play here is what they need. He's got the ball in front of him. Can he? Oh, he did it. He controlled it beautifully. Got around his opponent. Two of them, in fact. Goes inside 50. What's going to happen here? 1-on-1. Now it's 2-on-1. Lilydale's coming from everywhere. They've tied the ball up. They've stopped the play. They were 1-on-1 there for one moment, and then all of a sudden the Lilydale players arrived like the cavalry, and now Ed Wilson will toss the ball up inside 50. No one can get a clear tap away. All locked up once again, another ball up.
Quick score, Terry, 3/4 time in the under-18s at Deloraine, and South 46 lead Bridge North 21.
Thank you, Dave. So, South in charge in that game out at Deloraine at the moment in the under-18s. Premier League Grand Final next week at UTAS Stadium on the Saturday, and that'll be followed on the Sunday, of course, by the State League Grand Final. North Launceston already into that State League Grand Final. And they'll await the winner out of the Launceston-Clarence game here at this very ground tomorrow. So, coming out of defence there for Lilydale, working his way through the pack was O'Loughlin. Ball to centre wing. Taking the mark out there. The Demons, they get it forward. They spot up a man there. I think that might be Hammersley again. He's been busy. He goes wide to the half-forward flank. So they're playing a bit of possession footy at the moment. 7-11 plays 6-4. Lilydale with the lead. Ball close to the boundary line over there. So Pats pick it up cleanly, get a quick kick away, and it's going to come back in by the agency of Dwyer. He goes short, retaining possession. Playing for time, the Lilydale boys. Still plenty of time to go. I wouldn't be fiddling around too much if I was you. I'd be going for home as quick as I can. And on the left foot, he drives it deep into the forward line. And it's marked there in defence by St Pat's. He'll bring it out across the face of goal, trying to transfer it to this side of the ground. Wasn't a well-directed kick, however, they're good enough to get back onto it. Help arrives. He kicks it forward to where his teammate Dylan Bales will pick it up. He comes down here in front of us, and that's a nice mark taken by Brenton Cook. He's on it quickly with the ball on the right foot, puts it to the 50-metre mark. No one can take the mark. Lilydale in the van here, go by hand. Teammates linking up beautifully out of defence. Kicked away there for them. Down towards centre wing in front of us again. Hands came to the ball, fell down into the arms of Cook there, and Cook holds the ball, and it's called for a ball up.
15 minutes gone, Terry.
15 minutes gone. 7 minutes remaining in the grand final. Good mark taken there for Lilydale by Asprey. Asprey puts it wide. Finds his teammate there in Hammersley. Hammersley plays on. Goes with the long left footer down towards the forward pocket. And it's going to be a mark taken down there. And I think it might be that man again, is it? No, that was
Lee Smith.
Yeah, that was Lee Smith. He puts it forward and he finds his teammate down in the forward pocket. And this time, I think it might be
Kevin Event.
Kevin Event. He's been quiet since the first quarter. But he's come to life in this final term. And can he put his third goal on the board for his team and almost wrap up the grand final for them, I think, in the reserves. Division 1. He can. Goal umpire did not move. So the big man has recorded his third goal for the game and moves the scoreboard along to 8-11, 59 for Lilydale St Pat's, a 6-4-40.
That's 3 goals now to Kevin Event, Terry. 2 in the first quarter, 1 in the last.
Yes, he went to sleep for a little while in the middle section there, Dave, but he's back and with us. A big pull forward. Been the only multiple goal kicker, I think, too, has he not? Yes, says Dave, nodding his head. So, Lilydale going forward again. St Pat's can't control the mark. All held to him. The umpire will come in and have a ball up. Once again, adjacent to the centre circle here at Windsor Park. Up it goes. No one can take clean possession. And we'll do it all again. And about 5 metres away, now it's going to be a Lilydale free kick. Player thrown out of the pack unceremoniously there. That was Hulse. So he goes by hand. Ball transferred deep down in front of goal. Big man comes at it, can't mark it. Then he lays the tackle. Meantime, it's out at the back of the pack. St Pat's going forward, but Lilydale playing that loose man across behind the ball. Gets it, puts it forward. Long kick on goal coming up here. And a minor score. 8-12. 60 leads. 6-4-40. 20-point advantage.
18 minutes gone.
18 minutes gone. So they're playing 22-minute quarters here in the reserves. 22 minutes flat. Mark taken by St Pat's in the centre of the ground. Moves on quickly with it. That's Collins. He's had a fair amount of the ball today, Collins. Out to his teammate who picks the ball up and is tackled straight to the ground. No prior opportunity there. A couple of the trainers down here in front of us getting a little excited for the Lilydale boys, I think. Ball tossed up, down to ground it comes again. They pack up and we'll have another ball up. Up she goes. Up go the ruckman. St Pat's win the ball. The back of the pack. Kick it forward inside 50. Once again, Lilydale with the numbers. Whistle. And it's going to be, after all that, a Lilydale free kick. And I think, not too sure why the free kick was there, but it doesn't matter, he's got it. The umpire obviously seen something. Our cameraman no doubt picked it up for you. So, down towards the centre wing it goes. No one can win clear possession. Tired bodies, tired legs, tired everything out there at the moment. Even though the ground looks to be in reasonable condition, it's soft on top. Takes a toll on the players' legs as we get through the game further, and yet another ball up will take place out there on the centre wing, highway side of the ground. Tossed in the air. That big number 22, Tuck, swipes the ball forward for Lilydale. Gained about 10 metres for another ball up. Time clock, Dave.
We've just crossed 20 minutes, 2 to go.
2 to go. So, time running out here now. Scoreboard difference 20 points. So, Lilydale, barring a lightning strike, will be the premiers for 2021. We've got through a year that's once again been a bit confusing with COVID, but we've been able to get through the footy season, which is great. Lilydale can't get the bouncing ball to come up to him there through the agency of Hulse. Here comes St Pat's forward once again. Good handball, but it wasn't handled too cleanly by Roberts. Roberts, therefore, lets the ball be turned around. Lilydale going into attack, kicked off the ground there for them by Dwyer. Down it goes in front of goal. Can the big man get hold of the footy? Tries to trap it with his leg, can't. Ball to ground. No one can gain clear possession, and we'll have a ball up.
1 minute left.
Into the final minute of play in the grand final. Tossed in the air. Slapped down again by Tuck. He's probably been Lilydale's hardest battler for the day in that ruck position. He's done a tireless job. Ball to the ground, kicked out of there quickly. St Pat's player over the top of his Lilydale opponent. Lilydale opponent gets up with a bit of a cramped leg. It won't hurt directly, son. That's number 34 for Lilydale in Dingen. No one can take the mark. Crowd getting excited now as they can see a Lilydale victory coming up in a matter of seconds. Cut off there, coming out of defence. Short kick, looking for and finding Dwyer. He gets through traffic. Siren goes. Lilydale run into an open goal, but the score won't count. So the final score in the reserve grade grand final in the NTFA for 2021. Final score, Lilydale 8-12-60. Defeating St Pat's 6-4-40. Goal kickers today more.
Yeah, Terry, so for Lilydale, 3 to Kevin Avent, 1 each to Cade Dwyer, Brent Hammersley, Tyson Watts, Matthew Dingen, Lee Smith. And for St Patrick's Old Collegians, Andrew Scollier 1, Brenton Cook 1, Nathan Hayes 1, James Langley a single, Aidan Collins and Dylan Reid also a single goal. In the last quarter, Lilydale kicked 2 goals, 2 to St Pat's 1 goal, 1.
Thank you, Dave. And stay with us. The presentations will take place shortly for the best on the ground winner, and also the presentation of medallions and the Premiership Cup for the reserve grade grand final. And we just repeat, won by Lilydale 8-12-60, St Patrick's 6-4-40.
to the presentation area. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We now head to the presentation. Time for the Division 1 Reserves Grand Final. To kick off the proceedings, I'd like to call on Patrick Football Club coach Sean Barry to say a few words.
I'll let the mind first of all, thanks to the NTFA, very much going where the last couple of months, to get all three games on the last week. Lilydale, congratulations. You're a really strong football club. It's been out for a long time. I know I love you personally. I know how hard you guys work. It's a really good, strong footy club. I know you guys really enjoy just awards. That's particularly good. Thank you for all and for that fun to do. We're happy to do it for us. Good to have guys. We've had a fair bit going in this year. Yeah, so I'm looking here, probably doesn't show all what goes on in our footy club this year with so many new players on both sides. It's taken us a long time to really gel and come together. I think we did do that in the end. It's through the other 6 years, all that North Footy Club building, and 30 years of doing ground away to carry back to the second half. But yeah, I'm not to see this footy out there on the end was a really good season. I wanted to well and what you do guys. We were really good at guys. We played at the company. I was talking to that. We're very glad to be guys. I was back to the university. We would now like to recognise the umpires from the grand final.
Oh, they just competed everyone else.
Riley McHenry. Will Blair. Dylan Bird. And the goals today, Nathan Knowles. Ethan Tudor. Congratulations to all the umpires involved on the day. The best on ground, representing the Lilydale Football Club, number 22, Curtis Hutt. The best on ground medal is in memory of Jeff Scales, who has been named, this award's been named after him for many years now, so it looks like to remember Jeff. We'll now move on to the player presentations. Number 2, Josh Hall. Number 5, Kate Dwyer. Number 10, Bryden Denman. Number 15, Brett Hattersley. Number 22, Curtis Hutt. Number 27, Jason Holmberg. Number 25, Sean Abeck. Number 26, Blake Watt. Number 27, Dylan Twister. Number 28, William Richardson. Lewis Shepherd. Number 31, Callum Albright. Number 32, Tyson Watts. Number 33, Drew Bartenhagen. Number 34, Tyrell Dingo. Number 3, Noel Conti. Number 45, Dane Rundle. Number 49, Lee Smith. Number 36, Matthew Didian. Number 51, Joy Asprey. Number 52, Jake O'Loughlin. Number 53, Jack Holt. Number 55, Jared Grantham. Number 54, Connor Tuck. Number 40, and captain of the club, Kevin Avett. Number 47, Zachary Dean, and coach of the team.
Well, firstly, to the Cat boys, you guys have been in the bar for a long time and really great luck for the got today. So thank you very much. And Sean, well done to your boys. I know he's going to come back hard again next year. So unlucky today, but great effort. Firstly, to me family, this is the three Rugrats. Let me get away every Tuesday, Thursdays later than they probably should be, and then Saturdays too. So thank you. Especially our sponsors, couldn't be without us. They're jumping on our back. So give a round of applause to them. Our community at the club, we wouldn't be without you. You guys organise that and everything for us. So thank you very much. The supporters that are coming out today, get on the road, move! Alright, other than that, you lads, look at you. Bunch of friggin' bookers place, shit haircuts and beard, but I love you all. We're going to celebrate hard over the next couple of days. Get on the red and blue.
Body. Zachary. Alright.
I'd now like to call on the President of the NTFA, Mr. Scott Rigby, and the President of Lilydale Football Club, Peter Boxall. Football Club. Now the presentation of the Premiership Cup. I'd like to call up the co-captain of the Lilydale Football Club,
is to be presented the cup by Scott Rickey, President of the NTFA.
Congratulations to Lilydale Football Club, winning the Reserves Premiership for 2021. The final score, Lilydale 8 goals, 12-60, defeating St Patrick's 6-4-40. So well done, Lilydale Premiers 2021. Coming up very soon, we'll have the next stream today, which will be the NTFA W Grand Final between Launceston and Old Launcestonians. So stay tuned for the NTFA Facebook page for that stream coming up pretty soon. But from the Reserves Grand Final, it's bye for now.